Hello everyone and welcome to another stream. So, first things first today, I need to get this water situation sorted, otherwise we're going to start to get cholera outbreaks, and once that's done, we're going to work on getting PCB production moving along nicely. So, yeah, let's get started. Now, can possibly focus on obtaining our water via groundwater, but it really was a pain last time when it just ran out. However, it doesn't. That's up here, so we are pulling off here. How far over to the side go? The best I can do is sort of put it here-ish. That's sort of really in the way. So we do have these going, and I'm quite surprised that these aren't enough to provide this and these with enough water. So I do sort of wonder if we wait long enough, are these just going to catch up? But, you know, this is on nothing. Let's see how that goes first off, actually. We'll just boost these two. Which will require this to be upgraded, I can tell already. We also need to build another settlement because we are capped on population. Housing and services. Housing 3. Ah, good. Get rid of those. So we are successfully pumping all the water through. That irrigation tank is full, so all of the water that this is generating will be going into here. That value is going up. Alright, well, we'll just leave that for the minute. That's going up, so we might actually be doing okay. So that requires 133 per 60. This can only deliver 120, so we need to upgrade that pipe as well. And that was the other thing we were doing. You're assigned nowhere. You're also assigned nowhere. So turn you two into yellow trucks. It's getting low up here, huh? 1200, 40%. Is that 1500? So it's not actually that much lower. Just not getting enough water. Okay. All right, so PCB. Glass, plastic, copper makes PCB. PCB is actually fairly easy to get to. This one's going to be the pain. So let's start. All right. Glass, plastic, copper. We are going to pause these and we're going to build the flame tool actually. Okay. Why do I not have enough paint? Input. We are really behind our coal, it seems. Okay. We have steel. Mechanical parts full. Or are we low just because we aren't making maintenance too? No, there's not enough maintenance one. Alright, so it doesn't have electronics. That also doesn't have electronics. Okay. So we are falling behind on copper. We'll boost this whole production area then. That ran out. That's also why we won't have as much copper going, is because this recycling center isn't producing. Interesting, by adding acid instead of water. Same copper input, you get what, 9 more? Okay. So we're gonna go. Start going flat conveyor 2s because we're really getting bitten lately by going conveyor 1s. Do you really need to chew up that much room? That sort of movement? I guess you do. Is it control to flip? Yeah. Oh, there we go. You there. You can go to there. Perfect. That works. Alright, cool. So that'll make PCBs into storage. So that goes to PCPs. So that's fine. So the next thing we need to work on is making silicon poly, which we needed hydrogen for, which is the pain. Molten silicon. Is just. Oh, no, that's right. We also needed graphite. And graphite, you needed. A ton of stuff where I am at the moment. This is sort of what I want to get to. Alright, so what we might do here is set up the flow, but we won't enact it until we won't enact it until we unlock that one. So we don't need to supply all the other stuff. We just need to supply CO2, which we have a large supply coming through here, and we can deliver into the tank instead of delivering it from there. Okay, so we need to start getting hydrogen. We can unpause this then. You're gonna be glass, you're gonna be bar, you're gonna be... What was the last one to make PCBs? Glass, copper, and plastic. PCB. Cool. If this dump truck is trying to dump. Yep. Okay, that's sorted. We have caught up on getting through everything at the moment, but purely out of just not having enough coal to get through. How is our little ramp? Little ramp's coming along. Just gonna add an extra truck in here because that is really what they seem to be lacking. Cool, you delivered that. You can then go home. So we're still not getting enough water pumping in there. Still not catching up on that. This one has caught up though, and that is with both of these working overtime. Okay. Are you guys... No, you are missing input. What input are you missing? Steam. What are you missing? I'm guessing you're missing coal? Yes. Okay, so that's going to be our problem now. It's just the sheer lack of coal. Coal mine repaired. So, the issue I've got is obviously trucks are struggling at the moment. The way to fix this is, I personally believe, to continue getting rid of the blue trucks and replacing the yellow trucks, obviously with the higher payload. And to just assign more. Now, problem here, which could be solved by building a ramp here, is I can't use any of the big dump trucks in this area. So if I put one of the big trucks here, I need to put a ramp so they could get over here, which would be fine, because then they can dump to this section here, and then they could go over that ramp. See, that's a big leg around, whereas these other ones can just sort of go directly there. Yeah, and because we've got no coal, this is barely running, so that's barely generating steam, so then that's barely running. So that's sort of where a lot of these issues are starting to come from. Okay, so the only thing we can really do is, like we've done, get the coal mine going. Large modules. So that would have gone out to collect it. That's getting a heap of coal. That ships back. We're at 350, so we could upgrade one of our coal mines. It says it has the 150 that are requested. I don't see. I'm very confused. Did I, in the last play session, copy that one. Sulfur, that's water, that's uranium. Rock, it's limestone. It's quartz. I believe we've already done one. Yep. So where's that 154? Or was that just a bug because I must have loaded extra? Loading required materials. Or are you still getting more loaded onto you? Fine. Alright, let's go cancel and start. It's not... Oh my god. These damn vehicles are more bloody effort than they're worth. You can't fill up there. I'm just gonna have to recover it and hope that it works out where it's meant to go. Bloody hell, this is getting a bit annoying with the way this truck logic works. Scrap. Scrap. Still 62 of these blue trucks to replace. Here we go. Cool. So both of you have come back. You didn't unload any coal. You also don't seem to have unloaded any coal. Downloading cargo for coal mine. Cool. Deliver. Looks like it's going to be a little while till I can start playing around with all the other stuff. Guess the one upside here is that would have taken a bit of plastic out of here at least, which means this can chew through a little bit more ethanol, chew through some sugar, which will make some room for the sugar cane. Alright, well at least that's looking full, that's looking full. There's no point at the moment having these boosted, because they're not pulling too much water. That's starting to get some in it, okay. Looks like that's the way because we started to get some coal in. So these things are actually making no place to dump. Does that mean we've finished making our ramp? Yes, we have. Beautiful. Alright, so we're going to go back to dumping over here. No. Level ground. Alright, fill that in. So that no longer is an issue. You've delivered the upgrade, so start coming home. We're starting to see some coal actually make its way to places. Got a little bit of coal to drop off, that helps. Still haven't got any to pick up. You have a fair bit of coal though, so that's good. The large ones, yeah, so these should offload fairly quick. Oh yeah, they do. What destination do you go to? On. Tree harvester cannot reach destination. Ah. Okay. So, hopefully we start to get some coal in now, so stuff will actually start back towards actually being operational, and then we can continue on building towards hydrogen to make quartz, to make electronic tubes, now that we've got a PCB production line running. Judging by the fact that this is actually running and it's getting close to doing its second run now, that means things in this area must at least be moving. Not as much as I'd hoped based on that fact. But most things here do have some coal in them. Am I just sort of hitting a couple pockets of rock, which is slowing me down too, I think there. At least with these being upgraded, I can switch that on now. It's probably worth... Yeah, it's definitely going to be worth me upgrading that one too. Just, I'm too far behind on coal production at the moment. So I've got nothing in there. It's just finalizing unloading those. So yeah, I'm definitely going to need slightly more. It does mean I need to stop boosting some things that don't necessarily need it, like mechanical parts at the moment. I am hoping that we're going to start... Yeah, perfect. We are starting to see some electronics build up, which is obviously needed because that's what has been bottlenecking the production of maintenance at the moment. Yeah. That's stuff in it for it to run, so that's all good. Okay, so let's have a look at what hydrogen it is again. Real small amount. Ammonia. So the one problem here is I don't have spare steam at the moment, but what we could do is utilize, oh no, we can't use this one because this is only low steam, whereas this requires high steam. So we do have to pull that off a burner of some sort. Now if we make a burner in this area, there's really nothing else that we can get it to run off. So the only sort of things, only, we don't have spare over here. The only thing we'd really be doing is we could bring seawater down here as well. And desalinate some, but then we need to deal with the brine as well. How are we going to produce it in this area? $1.5 every 60 seconds. No, enough. Actually, we could use that to generate chlorine. Use the brine to make chlorine. Bring over the ammonia to make the hydrogen, vent the nitrogen. If we're going that way, we don't need the nitrogen, so we can use that. Steam to make hydrogen and carbon dioxide. Use the excess steam to desalinate and then use that to make chlorine, because I'm pretty sure haul truck destination. Don't know why you've gone and picked up water. Pretty sure all of you pretty sure all of my haul trucks are meant to be assigned into this. Apparently I've got a spare one. I don't recall making an extra haul truck. Bloody hell. Truck export off. Turn it back on. Okay, you're there. You come back home. So this... that's just getting finished now. Okay. 0.8, 1.9. So we are slowly increasing our coal holdings. What did we look? Silicon poly, hydrogen to make this would actually probably be one of the better ways to make it, funnily enough, because that gives us our steam to run the rest of it. But I'm pretty sure arc furnace is a bit further down from where I'm researching at the moment. Yeah, it's there. Oh, not far down, it's just on the same line. This whole tank not being able to reach destination is getting real damn annoying when there are other areas for you stupid things to refuel at. Also don't understand where you came from. I'm just going to add you there so that you can't do anything else. Not that I don't know where that came from. Let's see. You're assigned to nothing. Good. Scrap. You're assigned to nothing. Scrap. Build truck. Build truck. All right. Yeah. If I build the hydrogen reformer, place it here. CO2 goes there. Coal boiler can go there. Pipe 2. Whoa, how's it going, Ingra? Was that some COD I saw you playing? Okay. Then we're gonna need steam from here to here. Water in. Posted you in 15 discords. Oh, that's the way, bruh. Thank you. Getting me that free advertising. Okay, we've done that. Now we're gonna go to the thermal desalinator. So now that chews up 12. This produces 48, and this uses 3. So we can build 3 of these, and then just have a little bit left over. Two, 3. All of this left here. brine, we're going to keep in another tank. And the brine we're going to use to make chlorine. What we're going to do, because of the deliberate watches, we're going to make this a pipe 3. Pipe 2. There. 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 Okay, so then the only thing left remaining, I'm just gonna first off actually take these. I don't forget what's going where. Brine's going there. So we need coal for this, and we need seawater for that. Now, I'm going to place this here because I think that's going to have the least issues in regards to path blocking. U-shaped conveyor. That's done. Cool. So that all runs. We need an output storage for the hydrogen. Uh-oh. Let me guess. These are full and there is nowhere for... No, missing input. Have we just completely run out of coal again? No. We've run out of exhaust. Does CO2 can't travel? And that would be because this. So that's just another little bug with this game that does get annoying. If you've got planning mode turned on and you join onto a pipe, it doesn't actually make that section. I need to boost these two to actually allow exhaust out. Otherwise, the generators won't turn back on. Okay, they're on. Turbines are slowly spinning up. Cool. Okay, so that brine, which is going to be using high pressure steam. So it's going to be 24, 48, 72. What does our electrolyzer consume? So we're probably going to need to do like 3 of these just to be able to stay on top of the amount of brine that is being generated. Actually, I need to double check. Are we actually using chlorine? I think we are, because we need chlorine for the graphite. Yeah, chlorine, but that's the pain because then we get sour water. We can treat anyway. So we can always treat that here too, with some of that excess steam. So that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Pipe 2. Gonna build a big one because it's probably gonna be a little bit before we get up to using it, and I don't want the process to stop. Flooring. Perfect. Okay. So the last thing we need to bring in here. Last thing we need to do is bring down some seawater, which comes through this pipe. Depth is starting to look like 120. These are going to use 60. So 2 of these are going to use what that's using. 120, so that'd be 240. This is 450. Okay. So we need to upgrade this. Build another of these. I'm gonna unpause that one. Planning mode off. Pipe can just go from here to there. So that whole pipe section gets upgraded. Then we're gonna just continue from the end here so that the real important part, which is the CO2 sequestering, always gets priority. Go. Oh, that didn't connect properly. So. Here. To here. Okay. Okay. Hydrogen. You know what? I'm also just going to build this as a bigger one, just because. All right. I reckon that's going to look pretty good. So. Pause it. Our trucks are going to have an absolute fit. Scrap you. You're not assigned. You're assigned to something. You're assigned to something. Because I just scrapped. You're not assigned to anything, so scrap. Truck. Truck. We are seeing our coal levels come up nicely. Water coming through. So have to reboost you. You go. Okay. You're all. you're getting chewed through, which is not necessarily an issue. Yeah, I'm very surprised that with these plus that we're just really still just chewing through so much damn water here. Like even these two supply can't seem to keep it topped up enough. Like, I guess we are doing those farms. Find one of these blue trucks that isn't carrying anything and isn't the side thing. Add that onto that. Alright. So yeah, we're not necessarily seeing those fill up, but we are seeing enough coal available that things aren't running out anymore. We've got some spares, so that's okay. Doing okay on our Unity minus the keeping up with their water needs. Again, I'm fairly surprised because, like, you know, we've got that full tank supply and now these also. Now the last thing that we're going to need to do here, actually, you know what, we're just going to set it as a, no, we're going to have to do it as a keep full to start off with. And then we can set it as a keep empty. Ah, we did forget to build. Well, that's a dumb move by me. Okay. We have to get rid of that. And of course, we have to get rid of it right as I just finished filling it up too. Beautiful. Great timing. This one is a opportunity. I'm gonna take a guess and say it's because the trucks just can't get through to here at all. Full Yeah, so we need to wait for that to be done. Then we'll run the fuel gas line to here. No, actually, that's just super long. I'm just going to build a... We're going to build a big storage for it, and we're just going to get the trucks to fill it up. I think the one problem there is going to be just that we're not going to actually be producing that much in the way of fuel gas. So don't have hydrogen, so they're sort of wasted on me. That's a possibility, but I'm pretty sure we're using all of our light oil. I think it's just heavy oil that we have spare. Yeah, heavy oil, crude, naphtha, yeah. That's annoying because obviously we're trying to create hydrogen at this point, so that's not useful. So the only thing I could think of is burn off some of the naphtha to deal with treating the sour water earlier. Scrap. Okay, there we go. So we're slowly replacing all of our blue trucks. So annoyingly, because we are now getting quite full on coal, obviously they're only taking singles because they're just replacing ones that have slightly consumed. So that'll be why we're also getting extremely busy, because all of these trucks are just being used for such small jobs. Input. No, you don't have any scrap. Your issue is that your slag output is full because see all of our trucks are full doing other stuff at the moment. Oh god. Picking up singles. There it's gone. So that is no longer going to be an issue. What did we say we're going to do? Here across with steam, make fuel gas. Could use this for the meat trimmings as well, but I don't think we're really getting that many meat trimmings. That's not much fuel gas. I guess it is just a way to add a little bit extra to it though. Means we don't need to build a super large storage for it though. So I can get away with building a storage here. No, actually. Keep that a little bit up. Storage here. Hopefully. Come on. Not very quick for a quick remove. You coal out there. Cool. Alright, so that will set up, start working. The only thing we now need to connect is fuel gas, which is what this is going to have. For the moment, we're just going to tell it to do that, and we will fix it later. Alright, and now in the meantime, all of this stuff needs to be made. Does look like our starting to lag behind on our stuff. It's okay, they're all full. It's about to put into production. Yep, that all should be fine. Just going to pause our nitrogen, let this build up a little bit. That's fine. That is basically keeping up, so that's fine for where we want it. Okay. You scrap. Scrap. Alright, at least we've hit the point where we're now sort of 50-50 between blue and yellow trucks. So we should shortly, hopefully, start to see the throughput of those, especially in our materials. Yeah, these trucks always just having a fit when they can't get in is starting to get pretty annoying. Actually, just one thing I want to check on here. This. Ah, maybe that's why. There we go. Sorry about that. Just had to check one of the stream settings. What off? On. Cool. We've lost a lot of these retaining walls having fallen down, but these ones seem to be stopping enough of a landslide that they're basically keeping us happy. Man, we are like full on eggs there. That means, yep, full on eggs and tofu. Meat, fruit. So we're doing fairly well on that food supply. We really are just sort of waiting on all of this production to sort of catch up now. See, a lot of what we built and a lot of the repairing we did has used up quite a lot of our raw materials. This was something new might happen. Swap this to keep it empty. About there. What we eventually will do is pipe that back into here. Actually, I think my preference would probably be to pipe it into here. Okay. At least starting to make some of that. We haven't made any of this yet because we're obviously waiting for the last couple bits to come through to enable us to build. I wonder if that's why I'm not maxed out on Unity at the moment. Could also be because of all of those boosts that are going on. But we are at least catching up in regards to copper. Don't have any in there, so we can turn that one off. Don't understand how you think you can't reach there. No idea. Anyway. Still finishing that off. I wonder if that's because we've chewed through the vehicle parts from it now. Yep, we had. So one of my things did not work. Tpole. is actually making hydrogen. Perfect. So the next thing we then need to make, now that we've got that, is the graphite. We've got the chlorine, which is good. We've got coal that we can pull off, which is good. So we just need to store the sour water and store the graphite. Now this will be a nice way to produce it later, but we obviously don't have access to that now. And once that's done, we can start producing silicon, and that should be the last step to the puzzle to producing electronics 2. That's in Chem Plant 2. So you like here, and I can run connection from there. Now, I think we're only going to need one chem plant just because it produces so much. Press F, flip that around so that we do have the coal coming from the left-hand side there. U-shaped from here. I'm going to put it up to level 3 as usual, just because you can see the trucks there coming through. Drop it here in. Type 2 from here. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you can sort of go anywhere. Cool. We'll go there. You are going to be making this storage container output. Build you this way. Flat there. That one in. Store graphite. Okay, then the last thing we're going to do here is that set water stripper. Recycling, isn't it? Yeah, okay, perfect. So that works. So sour water comes from there. Sure. This pipe here. There. Ammonia, which we're not going to touch for a little bit, so we are going to build it as a big storage facility. Yeah, there. The last thing, pinch off this. It's going to be this. Now, I do believe we're actually going to utilize this sulfur in this production chain, so it'll be good to have sulfur. Gonna be not yellow cake. Sulfur, you're gonna be right now. you're gonna be sour water. Cool. All right. Perfect. So that flows through. That generates the graphite, and I believe then if we go to molten silicon, that and that we've got to make molten silicon. Perfect. We've now got the hydrogen to make silicon poly. So then if we go down to, or up to, should I say, electronics 2. Perfect, because we've got PCBs there, electronics are easily made, and silicon poly is what we're about to make. Therefore, we've got electronics 2. Perfect. All right. So that comes from a simpler electric. Guessing molten silicon is going to come through the smelter though. Yes, arc furnace. And then silicon reactor. Okay. Arc furnace is oxygen furnace. Blind. Arc furnace. Yes, I am just blind. So, flat conveyor connecting to you. Get this way. Last thing we need. How much does it use? 24. We are going to just build it as a loose storage just because it's going to be a pain to be continually topping it up. Shape that, and you're going to be quartz. That connected. Molten silicon 24. The silicon reactor uses 12. That can be 2 of these. 2. Molten channel. And I also need hydrogen. 3 of. 1, 2, 3. So there. Last thing is now I believe we already joined into the exhaust line. No, because that's CO2. No, we have. This is exhaust line here. What's our exhaust? 18. Perfect. Can't get to that now, can you? No, because I built these pipes across here. Okay, now I'm going to take a guess and say that I haven't left enough room for a small ramp. Yep. So our only way to fix that is to delete here, here, because we don't want to wait too long. We're going to quick remove, then going to rebuild pipe 2. Come on. Quick remove isn't very quick, as you can see. There. There we go. So, these trucks can now get in and address that issue there. Cool. So that is now making silicon poly. No, yes, silicon poly. Which is the last thing we need. Oh, hang on. This produces slag as well, does it? Yes. So where does the slag come out of? Slag must be coming out of there. Shape. Yeah. Blue storage. There. U-shaped conveyor. Here. Here. Slag. And that. Export off on to fix that. Okay, so then we can create a unit storage here. There we go. So that is then going to store silicon poly. We marry silicon poly with the PCBs up here. And I think it's, what is it, electronics? And we have electronics too. Yep. So we now have basically built the 2 raw material lines to create electronics too. So we need to wait for these to build up. Obviously, we're out of quite a lot of materials. We've got to start working on the next lot of construction materials too, which is a pain. One of what they are. Okay, so we just need electronics too. Okay, so we sort of knew that that was coming. Antibiotics. Antibiotics. Obviously have another. Oh wait, no, there they are. Sugar, ammonia, oxygen, antibiotics, CO2. All right, that is actually fairly easy to make. We do have a lot of sugar as it is. We can probably make it here, to be honest. All right. We're actually moving along, which is good. All right, any, I guess, are there any suggestions from chat? Anything I should be improving on or aiming towards here that you can sort of see at the moment? Or are you just sort of all cruising along and enjoying to listening to me talking to myself at the moment? You're not scrap. You're not scrap. Yellow crap. Yellow crap. Still pretty full. This is slowly dipping. Okay. At least our coal value is back up. Don't need to be tracking that. Construction parts are sort of bit important. Don't really need to track vehicle parts at all. No. Vehicle parts we don't care about. Wood we don't care about. I don't really care about rubber being tracked at the moment either. There we go. That being double A'd was annoying me a little bit. Interesting. We have run out of animal feed. Turn that on, let a bit of animal feed get in there. That's good. That's producing again. Are we getting a supply of water? We are starting to get backup supply of water here, which is good. I'll leave that paused for the moment. This is exporting water, which is good. So really all we need is for our construction materials to catch up at this point. What are you short on? You're just short on yellow construction materials. And what are you guys short? It's not electronics. I'm guessing it's just tier 1 materials? Nope. Just time, I guess. Plenty of steel. We don't have many. Okay. So we're going to have to use up some of our unity here, because if we let this go on any longer and we run out of mechanical parts, we will struggle with our maintenance. Which I have gotten in the position of too many times. Okay, you need limestone. Got 3 vehicles assigned to you. Probably just need another. How are we looking in regards? Okay, no, we have plenty of areas selected for mining. That's fine. And you will be too. No, you've made yours. You're assigned to a mine power. Scrap. Scrap. New truck. Another truck. Okay. What are we sitting on? 48. We're slowly reducing that number down. The one that's going to be hard to address is probably all the ones that are here, or assigned into mines, not necessarily just here. So we'll have to basically unassign them all and just start assigning yellow trucks in their place and deal with the free logistics mainly being done by blue trucks while we slowly replace them. Alright, cool. So that has built up. Unboost most of these. That's good. We finally sort of caught up on copper. Where's the truck that's assigned to you? Should be filling these guys up. I need to put you as a priority, but I don't think I'm going to get any yellow construction parts there though, because they're all being utilized for making red construction parts. What's our trading? Trade anything for yellows? No, we can only trade from yellows. Contract? No, same thing. Nothing really of value for us at this point in time. Now we can't really go exploring these other areas at this point. The only thing I could really do is boost the production of these. You know, like boost these only concern I have then is that we're likely to run out of iron unless we have some scrap. Oh, there's actually a decent amount in there, so that we could actually do. So we will boost and boost. Perfect. Okay. I think at this point now, the only other thing I can do is start plotting out the production of electronics too. Now, I think what we would do is we'd drag it from here and restart again up here. Because there's a lot of stuff that flows out of them, as you can see. So we would sort of build, make electronics here. Yes. So 3 with this one. So this doubles the production, but there's no point in making those ones because you need the electronics too to do them. Alright, 1, 3. We would grab flat conveyor here, collision with terrain, and get in. And we're just going to follow the pipe here just so we don't encroach on the other space that we currently have. Now, that to me has made me realize they're a bit close. By building them there, I'm going to have to build just a little bit further down, otherwise I'm not going to be able to crisscross over them. Go. Conveyor. Bend the other way, so we press control. Go. 1, 2, 3. Jump over here. 1, 2, 3. You guys are going to be set to electronics 2. Oh, forgot. I also need to set up electronics here as well. Hopefully I've left enough room for me to be able to connect those in. Electronics. Now I have a feeling this is going to be very unworkable. Beautiful. Okay, that does work. Some nice spaghetti going on there, but it works. You're going to store electronics 2. Recover. Beautiful. All right, so that gets us to electronics 2. Well, bloody impressive that that's how much it takes just to get them on top of everything we already had. The next step, I guess, would be to start the gold production line, which I don't think is too bad. All we need to get sorted is acid and then a toxic slurry processing area. Yeah, so I think that's going to be our next plan of attack, but we need to work on this getting built first, which hopefully with these now being boosted. Missing input. What are you missing? Electronics. Look, this has never functioned. I have never built an electronics to connect to this. How on earth did I manage that? How long ago did I build that and not realize? Oh, jeez. Holy smokes. Just gonna quick deliver that because I don't want to wait. I can't believe that has been there for absolutely freaking ages. I can't believe I never noticed that there was a bottleneck occurring on these parts because I didn't build that. Tempted. You know what? I will. I will also quick deliver that. So that should get more to there. First split. I think I need to upgrade technically this one too to keep the right throughput because of how much splits from this section. I have to upgrade this one too. I didn't realize I upgraded this from 2 to 3. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Caught back up on maintenance, which is good. Yep, our mechanical parts are catching up. We're still tracking okay on iron. Look at that. This is actually producing for once. Jeez. I have no idea how I managed that. Yep, and this one I'll need to upgrade as well, just because of how many lines that's feeding. These are probably all the cumulative reasons why my throughput on some of these items had been quite slow. It's just inability to provide the raw materials required. Like this, missing input. What are we missing? We're missing. Oh no, we've just actually run out of concrete slabs. And I'm gonna take a punt and say that's because of those, not the actual raw materials. Let's boost 2 of them, noting that we do have a little bit of excess unity at the moment. I did just get hit by flu, very severe. Great. Right. We are seeing things build up though, which is good. So these should actually start to get built now, thankfully. But it's sort of still a little bit in excess, which is good. This has rebuilt back up. You know what? We're gonna dip the negatives a little bit just to produce this. 1, because it's holding up that, but 2, because we're gonna really start to chew through a lot of the electronics now that we're trying to fill another one of those up. Put that away out for plastic, just because I know we have too much plastic and that's bottlenecking some other things. pretty sure, yep, our sugar is completely full. It's starting to get a bit low, but that's full. Fertilizer's getting dropped off. Okay, cool. We're managing our CO2, so that's good. So we're out of water there, which is quite awkward. I don't know why we pulled all of our water out of there. Okay, yeah, so that's full. Also got a bit of sour water. Okay. Yeah, so this area is sort of struggling a little bit. I'm really confused as to why all that water got pulled out, unless, yeah, that's behind. So we need to unpause this. They would have been pulling it out to top that one up. That's why. That's looking okay. That's got a little bit of supply building up finally. These are just plugging along as they are. Okay. So what do all of these need? Is it just construction 2 parts? Construction 2. Yeah, it is. Just because of what is actually needed at the moment, holding up that production, I'm actually just going to pause construction 3 being made, because that's the only thing that is automatically consuming our construction 2 at the moment, just to enable them to get through a bit better. Okay, we are at the point now where construction 1 has run out, so we'll boost construction 1. So the next thing that will now run out will be our iron. Oh, well, that, and we've already run out of concrete slabs. Just gonna run a little bit of a negative for a bit just to try and catch up here. So we'll boost these. Steel is sort of kind of matching consumption at the moment. These don't need to be boosted anymore, so we can turn them off. Hey, Pato, thanks for the raid, man. Hey, Gift, how you going, man? I'll take some of your tasty viewers there, Pato. How was your stream, man? Did you enjoy? Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, Gif. We actually made some headway without you harassing me in chat all night, so I've actually gotten some stuff done, which is nice. You don't think you'd taste good? What makes you say that? Oh, actually, no, don't answer it. What, Gif, what are you doing? Or have you just been harassing that, like, have you been harassing Kez the whole time? Is Kez a mod in, is he trying to enact his own sense of karma there? Is he Kez? Oh, we're running out of food up in the chicken farm. That's not good. Why is this not... because our tofu's full. Said the gamer word. What's the gamer word? Actually, no, don't, because I don't want to have to nuke my own chat. No, no, don't do it, please. Don't egg him on, Cam. Damn it, Pato. God, you kids are all menaces, you know that? Can't take you anywhere nice. We are also starting to back up on tofu. I just want to see if there's a quick thing I can use to get rid of tofu. Also help if I could, you know, do the alphabet so I didn't scroll past T like 3 times. No, there is no use for tofu aside from people eating it. Well, we've built PCB and electronics too, but because we've built so much in here and elsewhere, I have run out of materials to make everything. So I'm just trying to boost production in here to catch up on everything. I mean, that's the problem, right? I'm trying to appease the vegans, and look, the tofu factory is just completely full, which is stopping me from glorious chicken meat. So yet again, those pesky vegans are stopping us from eating our meat. Build another food market. I can't put it there. We're going to build another food market here, and we're going to put tofu, and we're going to put eggs. Stream points come once I get affiliate. So those get unlocked at affiliate. So if you can rustle me up, what's that? 23 more followers GIF, I can get you some channel points. Set tofu to always be empty. So the one problem with that is I don't have anywhere to store it at the moment because the storage over here for tofu, where is it? Here, is full or almost full. So even if I set tofu to be empty, it's got nowhere to place it at the moment. But we'll build this food market here to give tofu some extra storage, and that'll empty it out. Hey, thanks, Kez. Alright, and we really are just struggling at this point because I just don't have enough construction 2 parts for everything I'm building. And these trucks are doing my head in. I'm gonna put them through a bloody wall at this rate. You know what? I'm just gonna outright delete this. Quick remove. Free subs to my OnlyFans if I give him a follow. Man, that ain't free. That's a $10 a month sub, that one is. Oh, no. Cancel deleting that one. This one we can quick remove though. Ah, damn, Kez is into my trap. He knows that at that price it's only lewds. Wastewater is pretty much sorted. As I say that, I realize that no, it is not. I need chlorine. Are these not making enough? No, it's because they're dumping too much. I was going to say that's all sorted. But no, it's not. Gamer Guy bathwater pricing depends on how many like how many times I've actually showered that month. The less showers, the more cost. Are there feet pics? Well, for you, Cam, there can be. Set this to that. That should fix my issue too, because the trucks will come and bring me some, because I've got it backed up. Trying to get... Oh my God. The truck's trying to get to things that they can't possibly reach when there are ones that they easily can reach, and then sitting there and having a fit over it is getting a little annoying. No, I don't play Fortnite. I have a personal grudge against EGS, so I refuse to download, install, and use anything that's on EGS. So, whilst I wouldn't mind playing Fortnite, I refuse to because it's on EGS, which also annoys me because I did buy Fallout, not Fallout, what's it called? Fall Boys, but when it was on Steam, but I now can't even play that because that requires you to have an EGS account and use that. So that is the Fortnite font. You can thank Pato for that, who did all my fonts and everything for me. So do I get to be like a beta tester for you, Cam? And I can stream it and then ruin the reputation of your game just because I'm a shit streamer? I mean, if you scroll down and look at the, like, support one, you can see he's getting free clout in there too. Does that mean you need to, like, ban my channel? You can't only have one beta tester. Alright, are we seeing, or is that not built yet? No, that's just still not built yet. Come on, come on. Got plenty of med supplies, we've stopped those, so we're doing our best to put those out. All good. Ooh, why are we running low on power? What is running out over here? Why did you stop? You would have stopped because your tanks are full and you've got nowhere to put bloody water, right? Bloody hell. Come on. Got plenty of coal, so it's definitely not because we're lacking coal. Alright, so hopefully we start to pull power back now, because I think it was just these were full, so the cooling towers had nowhere to dump it. So then the low pressure turbine stops running, which means the high pressure turbine stops running. So I think that's what was happening there. Thankfully, because we've built flywheels into all of these, we didn't instantly lose power, and it slowly drains down. So that's slowly starting back up. You're not really running though, are you? No, no you are. Okay, so you're... Okay, so your issue is exhaust. So we do need to turn the boosts back on for these. Actually, that probably came about because we lost power, so then they can't exhaust. Okay. Cool, they are now able to exhaust, so hopefully these all start coming back online now before we start getting more cascading failures. haven't built that. We haven't even started dropping anything off to it. But this section is now completely built. So once we get power, this area should actually start running. Come on. Right, our efficiency is coming all the way back up. Perfect. You're up. And there we go. We're producing enough. Have, however, run out of iron, which would happen at our advanced production rate. That's also tapped out, but we are pretty much making as much iron as we can throughput at the moment. Like I said, we're starting to build up there. Perfect. That's now built, so I can take tofu and eggs. So those two are empty, which means this will start producing tofu again, which will give them food. Perfect. That should address that issue. You're here to pick up tofu. Yes. Beautiful. All right. Tree harvesters need more trees to harvest. We have finally finished logging this plateau. So now we can move to the next section, which we built our nice little ramp for. Once we've finished with these trees, it's just these ones down here, and then we can just set full import. But it means we have maximum building area. Okay. Perfect. Output's starting. Thanks for the follow, Zorlub. I don't know how to pronounce that properly with the 9 in there. I guess it would just be Zor9Lub, right? Okay. That's chewing through. All right. So the one thing we might start working on shortly, and by shortly I just mean I just want a little bit of construction materials to build up so we've actually got some buffer, is making the acid. You're a good motivational speaker there, Gif. Is that why you got your medal on the weekend? Was it a medal in motivational speaking? Okay, that's working. Acid. Okay, so sulfur and water equals acid. Ah, that's damn easy. And wouldn't you know it, we're storing sulfur. And we got water. What's NEM? One Pixar. National emergency. Ah, so that would have been for the bushfires then, for that time period, yeah? And we will go fluid storage, this one. Man, you're an absolute rat bag, but every so often you do seem to do something okay for the community. But you're a rat bag, so I don't know if that makes it okay or not. Do I need to enable that command for you, Cam? So if we build it this way, I'm hoping that that does not impede the path of trucks trying to get through to there. Set this to acid. Okay, so that should be the last thing we need in order to then set up gold production. Now, we don't need these boosted anymore because we can't keep up with iron production. Let's see, chat commands. Where's lurk? Or is that just you having a bit of a meme there? Because I can't seem to see lurk as a command. Or is it a module? No, that was definitely you memeing. Well, well, well. If Ingram isn't here... Look at that. 8Ball agrees. That couldn't have gone any better, to be quite honest. That requires sour water. Sour water is covered from that. That's fine. Oh, don't bring it that way, damn it. Fucking pour it off. Alright, are we starting to get throughput of stuff up here? Not enough to keep all of our choikins alive. We're going to chuck that a boost. The other thing that we realistically are missing now is probably just that we need more storage for some spuds. Or more production for spuds now that we've got the storage for them. Now we could increase their production by pumping this up, but the problem is we are lacking on our fertilizer production as is. Even with it boosted. Oh, and that would be because we have basically run out of ammonia. Now, does this need to be increased? Is that what the issue is? Do we just... Yeah, so the sour water is actually full at this point. Sour water is coming from here. Your output isn't full though. Your output isn't full. See, not as good. Not as good. Yeah, so I think the reason here why that has actually started to stall is just we have run out of ammonia. Now, only way to really get any more ammonia would be to increase this distillation stage. You'll buy that, but splitting to try and make hydrogen, so we're not going to consume it this way, or we're going to use sour water to get it. Sour water sort of is the best sort of way, but sour water is obviously only a byproduct of things. Making some through this, some through this. Are we making some through this? No, I don't think I ended up going down this route, did I? I'm just importing it over there at the moment. We don't have, we're not unity positive at the moment. Otherwise, if we were, I would just boost these. I'm gonna upgrade quick deliver. Upgrade quick deliver. Okay, so we're going to just do that, and then what I'm going to look to do here is to try and rebalance out some of these and then boost that. One, to get the ammonia production up, but also because we are starting to drop a little bit on our diesel. Yes, we have a lot left, but I don't want to get into a point again where there's nothing left. Okay, so we haven't caught up on cement block production. Still obviously fairly behind on pretty much the production of most stuff. But we have filled up on that, so we can unboost these, so that's good. Mechanical parts we're slowly catching up on, so that's okay. We've caught up on everything else then. Realistically, we can unboost this, because we're just catching up on these now. We've filled up on our construction 2 components. And this is generating stuff here. Cool. So, yeah, that flows. That's doing that. Build it up. So what do we not have here? Quartz. Okay, so we need to put that as keep full then. That's the issue. Because we do have quartz, it's just obviously not getting brought over here. It's still sitting in the dock. And then once that happens, this will start functioning. And we'll actually start to generate some of these. Cool. And then we'll get electronics running. Sweet. Hydrogen's going okay there. Fuel gas. So what we can do here then is set up a way to strip to make more sour water. But even if we do that, the problem there being then we'd have to transport it all the way back here. Which would be a pain. Do have a lot of naphtha to do it. Well, let's just see if we do this. How badly is it going to congest like the pipes and stuff? Because that's one of the concerns I have at the moment, is whether or not our outputs can even keep up. Actually, we're probably also going to have to boost this. Looks like I also need to boost the input. Yeah, okay. Upgrade, quick deliver. Upgrade, quick deliver. So those pipe ones don't produce enough flow through to run these at boosted production. Have a good night, GIF. Take care, man. I'll chat to you tomorrow. Alright, so that should... Perfect. So that's filled up before here. Now the only problem we're going to have is medium oil is now building up. And I'm going to take a guess that it's also because of pipe 1. Which means all likelihood is these will build up on light oil going over to here as well. Let's see. Got enough. Cool. Oh, the light oil pretty much disappeared right away. So did the diesel. So did we build enough space into these lines, or is it just that the pipes are that empty that it doesn't matter? Because there's 2 lots of 24 coming through, unless you're the one who's going to back up. You join in. 2, 1. Nope, you seem to be fine. I'm surprised. I really thought that was going to have issues backing up. Apparently not. Cool. So then we also need to boost this one. Perfect. So that should see ammonia production go up, which should therefore see our fertilizer production going up. So I think that's what was hampering that there. Also means we're going to chew through a bit more of this crude. Top up our fuel. Annoyingly, we're going to keep making more heavy oil, so I need to find a better way to consume that heavy oil. Not enough maintenance. Ooh, maintenance is getting very low. How is maintenance getting that low when that's full? You're plugging along. Do we not have any? No, we've got stuff in there. Oh, this doesn't have electronics in it, so these two aren't producing. That's our issue. Yes, I know, I know. Where's the whole truck that can't work out where it wants to go? Why you always want to pick up fuel from that specific one, I have no idea. Appliances done. Okay, so we've got 2 more researches to do at this level. And then we need to start generating the next level of research. Now, the one upside in that case is that we can change this graphite production, but I don't think this is horrible, and we've sort of already set it up, so I don't know if I actually do want to change it. What I would like is a better way to get access to that for trucks to pick up from it, to be honest. I didn't really think of that when I built it, did I? Really no way for me to get the trucks across it. It would be nice if there was a half ramp, so it was skinny. Guess I could just lift this up. Delete here to here. Quick remove it. What is it? Pipe 2. Yep. Come on. 1, 2, 3. To there. To there. Quick deliver. That way they can get undone, get here, and what I can do is start exporting that if need be, especially over to in here for our water treatment plant. And we'll need it for the next water treatment plant that we need to set up for the gold. Right. We are starting to see a bit more of that, which is good. Number is slowly increasing. Input. You going. Yep, that seems to be moving. Seems to be that we're not really keeping up on Steam. Which does seem to be an output issue. Deliver. Quick deliver. We're never going to get trucks into here. So that splits there. That should upgrade enough pipe section there that the steam can now keep up. Damn it, now our issue is just the exhaust can't keep up. Upgrade, quick deliver. Upgrade, quick deliver. Alright, that should fix up all of those little bottlenecks going on there. Yep, that did. Perfect. And these should be happier and full of steam. Yep. Perfect. So that basically just fills as it's ready for the next cycle. Good. We're going to call that balanced. So that does, however, mean one problem we're going to have is this is going to be, that's basically full. What was that doing? This was purely for water generation. Now, if that stops, it's not really a loss. That's just purely building us water. Unless it stops for a longer period of time, then that's an issue because we won't have water to run our boiler. Why is steam backing up? Does steam need to be pipe 3? I wouldn't have thought so. Sing input. 2, 1. Why do we not have enough seawater? I thought I did the math on these two. Must need to do one more. Okay. Water, tall seawater pump. That. Pipe 3. There. Cool. Not that that's a big issue in fixing, because now the issue is going to be that the brine they're pumping out has nowhere to go. Sort of fixing one problem, which just creates another one for me. What am I looking for? Chlorine. That's what we're doing at the moment. I think I'm already using here. How am I getting chlorine over here? I'm pretty sure I've just hooked this here. Yeah, I did that into there. That's why that ran out of chlorine before. So I can't really address that at this point. That in itself is basically full, so I can't really export from it. the way to fix that would be to join all the brine here into getting dumped. Delete this section here. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That solves a couple of problems. I don't ever worry about balancing over here. So that can be gone. 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 And that means that all of the brine that this makes goes and just gets dumped into the ocean. Perfect. That works for me. We don't have any scrap, so we'll stop boosting those to save on Unity. That should then pull from here as that gets low. Okay, yeah, no. I think that works. That has caught back up, which is good. That's making that. We're a little short on mechanical parts. That's okay. You're making that. That's slowly probably catching up too because we're not consuming those anywhere near as much. Okay. I'm still not getting enough food up here because tofu's full again. Damn. And we just don't have enough extra spuds. That's full. I mean, oh no, our meat is actually running out. Alright, we're gonna just build. Food market, and fill it with damn tofu. Now, other option, if I get over this, is to just build some extremely large storage and just set them as keep empty. Same sort of thing that I should do with the bread, to be honest, as well. Whatever. You're always complaining you're going to collapse. Right, that's functioning. That's functioning. That will function better once they start pulling chlorine out of you. Slowly making ammonia. How are you gonna be doing quite well at topping that back up? It's functioning. That's starting to drop. It's good. You're getting some ammonia there. Now, no truck's ever going to get through there. So the only way we could make that work would be to put another drop-off point here and pipe in ammonia if our other side ammonia was generating enough ammonia to supply both, which it's not. And you we're going to set to like keep full there so that you often get topped up. Perfect. All of that extra stuff there has got rid of. And you're successfully dumping brine. I'll try and fill up the place you can never reach. Alright, you're not assigned to anything, so we're going to scrap you. You're not assigned, so we're going to scrap you. Let's build another 2 yellow trucks. Forgot that we were trying to slowly get rid of our blue fleet. And I want to check as well, maintenance. Am I blind or can I just not spell? Should be here, should it not? MAI, like it should be here. So we'd have to go maintenance depot 3. No, maintenance depot 2 can make it. So if I add electronics 2 instead of electronics 1, we can make maintenance 2. Interesting. I'm surprised that they make it then. Ah, no, there's... I see. Yep. I'm guessing they just give you a higher repair value. That would be my guess. Man, I feel like I swing either way. Before it was I didn't have anywhere near enough electronics. Now it's I don't have enough maintenance parts. Here, sign. Come on, give me one more unsigned. Perfect. You. Well, look, we finally built up a good amount of hydrogen, which is good. This chlorine, we're hopefully going to get empty because that damn brine is full. So the chlorine, yeah, really does sort of need to get chewed through. The only other thing we could possibly do here is to go. Because it's here, is that one. I think it's this too. Yep. Fluid storage 1. Yeah. Pipe 2. There. I'm gonna put brine. I'll leave that there. And And then this brine, we're going to put as that. Ah, but there is no way for these trucks to get there. All right, let's see. Okay. Just trying to work out the way to get that pillar placed as close to as possible, but it looks like that pillar is going to move no matter where I put it. Putting it there is probably best. So we're going to do that. So the trucks can then get under there. So this is the last one. Go from here, here, and delete. Click remove. These trucks can't get to here, and that's why they're complaining. Alright. Right, no, join it on the one I want. 3. Perfect. As you can see there, now the truck should be able to get under there. Goes under, gets rid of that brine. Beautiful. These output the brine, keep filling up the water. This process should work. Why do we have no quartz in here? That's why truck export was set to off. Good own me. Okay, so as long as that was the last oops-a-days, even that's full. We should be good to now start making that. Green. How are we going? Have hit the level up. Want to keep it there. Let's do this. Oh, we're catching up on maintenance parts. Beautiful. Quartz is getting dragged in now. You're assigned to nothing, so you can get scrapped. Nothing, so get scrapped. Slowly replacing them all. Beautiful. So we are now hopefully going to see the maiden run of our silicon. I do like this animation. This one's quite nice. select polymade. Beautiful. God, this moves so slow. Has that has it gone to the factory yet? Gosh darn it. Alright, we're pretty much done in regards to the sand in this area. So we're just going to tell him to mine that last little bit of sand. And then we're going to unassign them for this little bit because we will try and use this sand here as much as possible, which doesn't look like it's going to be enough. And we're going to have to ship them to the other beach that we have been trying to build our artificial reef towards. But I want to just see this roll in so we can watch our first production of electronics 2. Though, because this splits, we're not going to get it in the first one, are we? Nope. Oh, yes we are. Beautiful. Bloody hell, that's a bit slow. Guess it is only 3 per 60 seconds, so of course it's going to be a long cast. Once we've made some, can upgrade. Beautiful. There we go. We have finally output our electronics 2. So that was the aim for tonight, which is great. And then I guess tomorrow's aim is going to be setting up our gold production off here. What are you doing? I told you to focus on sand and I set your mining area to here. There we go. Now is him digging up this tiny bit of sand here going to break my buildings? Cool. Alright, we are now going to delete that. Unassign, unassign, unassign. That's going to get deleted. Now, can... Oh, here's the other interesting part. If we... Because this is a beach, if we start digging here... The first thing that's going to happen is we're going to get water. So, this think I haven't had to build a mining town in so long, I don't remember what they're under. I thought it was sort of under buildings for vehicles. There we go. Mine tower. I think the answer to my previous question, no, vehicles cannot traverse down this little bit here, so we're going to actually have to dump. Dumping F. Do that to here, then F. So that will give us a path. You know what, we might do one more. Like that. Oh, except not like that. F. There we go. We'll do that. Then, as per usual, I'm going to just quickly turn off our other dump zones so that everyone goes there. So that's going to force everyone to quickly dump there. Whilst they are dumping there, we will get a mine tower built here. Chicken farm still has not enough. Oh, wait, we have room for tofu, so we can boost this now. Ah, yes, because our other tofu area would have just gotten built. Alright, here come all the trucks ready to dump. Ay, ay, ay. What do you mean no available place to dump products? There's plenty of places to dump it along here. Or is that because it's trying to dump below the ground level? Doesn't look like that's the issue. I don't understand why they can't dump there. Are they waiting for other trucks to dump for them? Or are they just erroring out? Okay. So then, what if we set the dump up to be... be like that? Apparently that's just too hard. And if that's the case, we can delete this mine tower. Alright, let's see if that allows people to dump. given that we've already been dumping this area, I'm going to say that yes, that will be fine now. Yeah. I don't know what caused that, why they didn't like dumping in that area. It seemed to be that one load got dumped and it changed the terrain enough that they couldn't access it, I guess. Right, so we will then build our flight control tower up here. I feel like this one worked perfectly fine when we did it, so I don't know why the other ones haven't fit. Iron mine is just getting towards the end of what we've told it to mine. Perfect. So that's now given us access. So that's alright. And now we can just continue to double it. Alright. Blend those spaces. You can get in this area now. So we can now assign that we're going to dig. I don't know how this is going to actually function when we try and do it. So we're just going to try and slowly capture it. And hope that when it's digging these sections here, it doesn't let the water in and basically bog themselves too quick. I think that's what we're going to see happen here. Run it up as much as we can there. And that is nicely producing. Beautiful. That is low on, and that's full. Are you seeing this low? No. So that has definitely been topped up. So that's definitely, definitely pulling stuff out there. That's what I'm trying to say. Dumping the extra brine there, so that's good. here's how one other problem at this point, that although we boosted, we still produced a lot. We just we produced enough to top up our oil. Ammonia is as full as it's going to get in this area with what we're making. What input are you missing? Nitrogen. How have you got no nitrogen? Where are you getting nitrogen from? You're getting it from this air separate. Is that just because you were using so much you burnt through your backup? I'm guessing so. That, and we're probably not using enough oxygen here. I'm surprised that this here is as low as it is too. What have we got here? Only 72. The ammonia comes from that, which is full. Backing up. Beauty. Alright, on that note, gents and ladies, we might wrap the stream up, noting that I actually for once set out to do, well, I mean, I did what I set out to do. So yeah, thank you very much for joining tonight. If you enjoyed the stream, please hit that follow button. That really does help us out here. Look, if we get up to 50 followers and I can get affiliate, then at least we can get some stream points or channel points going and stuff like that. So look, what we're going to do is we're going to end by rating a gentleman I know called Mate. Pretty decent streamer, probably also a bit more exploitive than I am, but let's give him a raid, eh? Let's see. This will be the first time I'm doing this too. Mate. All right, let's go.